Morning student class 9th. Students, in last classes due to some technical problems there is only PDF sending from me. Students, in last PDF you are read with the help of PDF about the structure of cell membrane or plasma membrane. Students, in this class we will start the discussion about function of cell membrane. It is very important topic of your chapter, due to which it must be discussed in video lecture. Students, cell membrane, you know, outermost boundary of animal cell and innermost boundary of plant cell, and is first the structure is first proposed by most acceptable model Sanger and Nicholson, who gave the fluid mosaic model of cell membrane, according to which the lipoprotein and phosphate glycoproteins are the constitution of cell membrane. These are involved in the composition of cell membrane. Along with this topic, the function of cell membrane is also a very important topic of this chapter. The first function of cell membrane is it is selectively permeable. It is selectively permeable in nature. That means it select the entry of nutrient whenever required inside the cell. Those nutrients which are not required inside that cell, they cannot enter through cell membrane inside the cell. Only those material which are required inside the cell, which are enter through cell membrane. So this type of function is actually called selectively permeable nature of cell membrane. The second function is diffusion. Diffusion is the second function. What is diffusion, students? Diffusion is defined as the movement of material from its higher concentration to its lower concentration through cell membrane. This is the definition of diffusion, students. Diffusion is what? The movement of material from its higher concentration to its lower concentration through cell membrane. This is the diffusion through which cell diffuse the material inside the cell or outside the cell which are required. Whenever the concentration of material inside the cell is lower, then material diffuse from outside to inside the cell, and whenever material concentration inside the cell is greater, then the material diffuse outside the cell through cell membrane according to concentration gradient. So this is the diffusion. Actually, students, Students, there is the term concentration. Concentration is what? Concentration means amount of material. Amount of material, which means concentration. That means when amount of material is higher, then that material move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration whenever it need to transport from one cell to another cell. Then this type of material which have higher concentration are moved from one cell to another cell by the process of diffusion. Diffusion apply in case of solid and gases. Diffusion process apply in case of solid and gases. डिफ्यूजन की जो फिनोमेना है स्टूडेंट्स वो सॉलिड और गैसेस के केस में अप्लाई होती है. नाउ द सेम प्रोसेस which is the third function of the cell membrane is osmosis. The first function is diffusion, second function is osmosis. First is selectively permeable nature, second is diffusion, and third is osmosis. Osmosis is what? Osmosis is the same phenomena, that is movement of material from its higher concentration to its lower concentration through cell membrane, and but only difference between diffusion and osmosis is what? Diffusion apply in case of solid and gas, but osmosis apply in case of only solvent, apply in case of liquid or solvent or water. This is the only difference between diffusion and osmosis. Definition of both these phenomena are same: movement of material from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. But only difference between both these phenomena is only the type of material. Diffusion apply in case of solid and gases, whereas osmosis apply in case of liquid, solvent, or in case of water. So both these are the important function of the cell membrane through which material are transported from one cell to another cell. Now students, type of osmosis. Type of osmosis, students. Osmosis may be of two types. Osmosis may be of two types. Number one, end osmosis, and number two, mixed osmosis. End osmosis and Higgs osmosis. Students, when osmosis when osmosis takes place inside the cell is called endosmosis, and when osmosis takes place outside the cell is called exosmosis. Students, endosmosis and exosmosis, there is the two type of osmosis. When osmosis takes place inside the cell is called endosmosis, and when osmosis takes place outside the cell is called exosmosis. Both type of osmosis depending on the concentration of material present inside or outside the cell. When any material concentration is higher in one cell and that material concentration is lower in another cell, then endosmosis takes place in that type of cell where material concentration is lower. So the phenomena of exosmosis is just opposite to the endosmosis. When material concentration is higher as compared to other cell, then transport of material from one cell to another cell takes place through the exosmosis. So both these type of osmosis is very important. Now students, you can say that both these type of osmosis is depending on the type of concentration, what type of concentration, higher or lower concentration are present in that type of cell, then the cell is perform either endosmosis or exosmosis. If the material is higher inside the cell, then cell perform exosmosis, and if material is lower inside the cell, then cell perform endosmosis. So both these type of osmosis is actually depending on the amount of material, concentration of material present inside the cell. Now students, type of solution. Types of solution. What is solution? Students, you know about solution. What is solution? Solution is what? Is the mixture of solute and solvent. Solution is what? Is the mixture of solute and solvent. And what is solute? Solute is the solid material which can dissolve in solvent. Solute are the solid material which can dissolve in the solvent. For example, sugar. Sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. Now what is solvent? Solvent is the material, liquid material in which solute can dissolve. For example, water. So there is the three different type of terms which are used in this function of cell membrane. Solution is the mixture of solute and solvent. Solute is what? Solute is the solid material which can dissolve in solvent. Solvent is what? Solvent is the liquid material in which solute can dissolve. Example, water. So, students, in this class, you were studying about the function of cell membrane, and there is the three function were discussed. The first function is selectively permeable nature of the cell membrane, and the second function is diffusion. Now what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of material from its higher concentration to its lower concentration, which depend on the presence of material inside or outside the cell. Diffusion is applied in only case of solid or gases. The third function which were discussed, that is osmosis. Osmosis is the same phenomena like diffusion, but it differentiate because of it only present in case of liquid or solvent. So osmosis is the movement of material in case of liquid or solvent from its higher concentration to its lower concentration through cell membrane. Osmosis may be of two types, endosmosis and exosmosis. Endosmosis, when cell receives the required material from outside to inside the cell, it is the endosmosis, which depend on the concentration of material present in the cell, which must be lesser for the endosmosis. The exosmosis is just opposite. When material concentration is higher inside the cell, then it thrown its higher concentration of material from outside. That is also depend on the concentration. Now students, what type of solution which may present inside the cell or outside the cell? What is solution? First of all, you know what is solution. In next class we will discuss about the type of solution and its effect on the cell. Students, solution is the mixture of solute and solvent. It is the type of liquid in which solute and solvent both are properly mixed with each other and they cannot be differentiated. So that type of material is actually called a solution. Now the solute are those material which can dissolve in solvent. Solute are that type of material which can dissolve in solvent, and solvent are that type of material in which solute can be dissolved. So what is the example of solute? Solute example, solid material or any sugar material which can be dissolved in liquid, or any type of material which can be dissolved in liquid are called solute, and solvent is that type of liquid in which any solute can be dissolved. So these are including in the function of cell membrane. The topic is actually the type of solution which we'll discuss in next class. Today's only we are discussing about the solution, what is solution and what type of material present inside the solution. So students, in next class we meet again with the topic of type of solution. Okay students, thank you.